Welcome to The Woman in the Work. I'm your host, Holly Lambrecht, and I'm really glad you're here. This podcast is about the relationship between the woman we're becoming and the work we're building in the world. Because behind every business, every dream, and every big decision, there's quieter work happening within us too. And here, we talk about both. For the first time in my life, I woke up on purpose. I woke up for me. 5:30, no screens, and a full hour of meditation, breath work, and journaling. It was just me. Before the day starts, asking absolutely anything of me. And for the first time, it actually felt intentional. Like I was building towards something. I was finally living inside the life I had been dreaming about for a really long time. We just finished 7 episodes that took us through a full arc together of visibility, survival patterns, the younger versions of ourselves that carried us this far, and eventually the moment we let her rest. Episode 7 ended with joy, with dancing in the kitchen, with a regular Wednesday where she just showed up lighter. And this episode is what comes after that. Not the healing. What you actually start to build once the healing has already happened. And don't worry, the healing isn't over. But what I want to tell you is what my life actually looks like right now. Because I think it matters to say it out loud. I talked about wanting a different life for a long time. And now I have it. And I don't want to gloss over that. Every morning from 5:30 to 6:30, that hour belongs to me. No phone, no email, no scrolling. I do my meditation, my breath work, I journal, and I just come back to myself before everyone else needs something from me. And then I get ready and wake my daughter up. I take her to childcare Monday through Wednesday. And at around 8:15, I come home and I don't start my actual workday until 9. I work from 9 until about 3 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. And my wife has our daughter on Thursdays. And I get to have her on Fridays. And I'm home every single night for dinner. Before you think that this just fell into place, let me tell you what it actually costs to get here. Because I think at least most people don't realize how much it takes to get here. Because I, for 4 years, worked every Sunday, at least worked one night a week. I held onto my part-time job because it felt like a safety net. It was the thing that meant if the business didn't work, I'd still be okay. And I let it go. I left the safety net to build the business, which is the scariest thing that I have ever done. But I made a decision at the same time that I was going to do it differently this time. This business will not consume my life. Not this time. That means I don't say yes to every dollar or every opportunity. I hired someone before I hit my revenue goals because I could see where this is going. And I knew what it would cost me not to. If something doesn't fit inside my schedule, it's just not for me in this season. And that sentence right there took me years to actually be able to mean it. And here's the thing that nobody really like talks about when you finally get the life you wanted. Peace is still really uncomfortable. At least 75% of the time, I'm still bracing somewhere in the back of my body, still half waiting for the next thing that's going to knock me flat on my ass. Because my nervous system spent years in survival mode. And survival mode doesn't just switch off because your schedule changed. My body is still learning. It's still catching up to the evidence that I'm actually safe now. I think we have this idea that peace is going to feel like floating, like some permanent softness that just settles in once you've done enough work. But that's not what it feels like for me. And I don't think that's what it feels like for most people. Peace isn't the absence of hard things. It's having something to come back to when the hard things arrive. And for me, that looks like that 5:30 hour in the morning. It's the somatic practices, the journaling, and the tools that I've built over the last year and a half that I genuinely didn't have before. When something hard happened, I just kept moving. I just kept surviving. I kept pushing through because that was all I knew how to do. Now, when something hard shows up, and it still does, and it will, I actually know what to do with it. That's what peace means to me. Not 100% la 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 all the time. It's the tools. It's the practices. And as my friend Stephanie says, it's the rituals that you do. It's the way back to myself. And there's something I'm still figuring out. And I want to be really honest about it. For the first time, I'm not just like existing, surviving the day and calling it enough. I'm actually learning what my body needs in this season. What increases my energy? What drains it? And what makes me feel more alive? What leaves me feeling like I gave away something I needed to keep for myself? I'm trying things. I'm paying attention. And I'm growing in a season of stability and that is genuinely new for me. I used to feel proud of how much I could carry. And I don't feel that way anymore. I feel proud of what I'm protecting now. Maybe you're in the middle of a survival season right now. Maybe you're just starting to ask harder questions about the life you're actually living versus the one that you want. Maybe you've done years of work and you're tired and you can't quite see the other side yet. Or maybe you're somewhere in the in-between. You have the life you wanted, Mostly, kind of, but it still doesn't feel the way you thought it would. And that's so confusing. And you feel guilty about that confusion. You are allowed to want more, to still be figuring it out, even when things are good. The work doesn't need to stop when life gets better. It just changes shape. It goes from survival to learning, from enduring to actually inhabiting the life you've built. And I think, honestly, that's the hardest transition of all because there's no urgency pushing you through anymore. You have to choose it every single morning in the quiet before anything else asks anything of you. You choose it. I dreamed of this schedule for a long time. And now I have it. And it is the greatest feeling and the scariest thing that I have ever built because now I have to show up for it every day with intention, not because something is chasing me, but because I chose it. You can build the life that you want. I really need you to know that. Not the version that looks right from the outside or proves something to someone else, but the version that actually feels like you, the one that has space in it, that has 5:30 in it, that has dinner at home and Fridays and all the things that matter to you specifically. You can build that. And you don't have to sacrifice yourself to get there. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, the work you're doing in the world is always connected to the work happening within you. And here, we take care of both the woman and the work. I'll see you in the next one.